Man, listen, y'all. I don't know. We got to talk about this chapter this week because man, oh my god, this chapter was so amazing. So how this chapter begins, it starts with a short flashback of Satoru Gojo teaching the students about Black Flash. That's when everyone is asking why Gojo just doesn't use Black Flash intentionally, which something that kind of puzzles him. He's like, why do you think I can just do that intentionally? That's when he realized it's because he has the six eyes. And six eyes, just to give a little brief summary on the six eyes, is that it can see curse energy at a subatomic level. So he can see it on a molecular level. And he still can't even use Black Flash. He even says there's no definitive answer to activate Black Flash. And when he goes all out, he imbues his curse technique. He actually uses blue into his punches, which makes his punches critical. And when you hit Black Flash, it's luck, even for him. And that's because with Black Flash, it has to be 1/1,000,000th of a second. And even with the six eyes, you can't even do that, which is crazy. And he's also saying that it depends on the temperature and humidity because Black Flash is a spatial phenomenon and it has zero correction on how to activate it, which is really wild that we saw Gojo do it, but we know that even he can't just do it willy-nilly. And Gojo says that Nanami has a better record than him in terms of numbers because Nanami did it 4 times straight. But in the long run, he said he wins because his fights don't last long, which we all know because Gojo was the strongest sorcerer in the modern era. So he didn't need to just use Black Flash. And we know that Yuji Itadori also surpassed Gojo and how many times he used Black Flash because we seen Yuji do it. And it's also been explicitly stated that he is blessed by Black Flash, or they call it Spark of Black. And we head back to the present where Miguel thinks that Sukuna landed another Black Flash is bad, as Sukuna might have gained momentum, which Miguel tells LaRue that they have to get out of here. While Yuji is fighting Sukuna, he's starting to think that maybe Sukuna is getting his reverse curse technique back like Gojo. He also wonders who is Miguel and LaRue because he's never seen them. Choso also notices Miguel and LaRue and realizes that they're here to help and that at this point they should all team up and kill Sukuna before he gets his reverse curse technique output back. That's when Choso kicks a railing to Yuji while Sukuna blocks Maki slashes at him. Yuji tries to stop Sukuna with a railing as Choso fires a supernova, but Sukuna dodges and escapes it. Maki catches up to Sukuna and tries to stab him with her sword. However, Sukuna manages to hold on to her sword. Choso notices that Maki and Sukuna is using the air as a foothold while they're fighting. Suddenly, which is crazy, Sukuna hits his third Black Flash on Maki. Bro, she ain't got hit with 2 Black Flashes in a row. And not only that, he sends his slashes at Maki, which she notices that his slashes output has increased. And then he tries to send a slash at Choso, but Choso blocks it with his supernova. So he sends more slashes, but it was more like a feint. Before those slashes can hit Choso, Sukuna was already behind Choso, which surprised Choso because he moved faster than his own slashes. But we saw that Sukuna has, and he ends up slamming Choso wall nearby. Then Sukuna hit his 4th Black Flash. This is incredible. Choso reduced the damage by making a blood armor, and then he holds on to Sukuna. This is something that we saw Choso do back in the Shibuya arc when him and Yuji fought in the bathroom. When Yuji tried to hit him with a Black Flash, he did the same literal thing and blocked it with the armor of blood, which Yuji immediately follows back up with a powerful punch to Sukuna's face. Choso then tells us that no matter how many black flashes Sukuna hits and regains momentum, whenever Yuji hits him, Sukuna's curse energy output and control over Megumi's body will become dull. Miguel tells LaRue that they've done enough, so they should retreat. But LaRue declines that offer, no thanks, and said he still has something he needs to do while Yuji and Sukuna continue their fight. Sukuna attacks Yuji, hitting him in the stomach, and then grabs Yuji and tries to smash him on the ground. But Yuji instantly hits him with piercing blood. Choso says Yuji still can't use convergence, so he gave Yuji something from which he could fire that piercing blood from. But I didn't see him use like a blood sac, so he could have gave him something small so where Yuji can clap his hand together. But Sukuna manages to punch Yuji away. Yuji is immediately getting into the zone, and Mahito can sense a black flash from Sukuna. This just as Mahito can sense the black flash coming, so can Sukuna. But as Sukuna was preparing himself, his consciousness was forcefully diverted somewhere else. And that's when we see LaRue using his curse technique on Sukuna to not only grab him, but also grab a hold of his consciousness, which is crazy. And just then, Yuji hits Sukuna with a huge black flash, which is crazy. And then it says that after this black flash, Yuji Itadori has awakened. So now we see that Yuji Itadori has officially became the honored one. Woo! I want you to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, y'all.